Hey everybody, welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. What a great day of boxing, hey? And to cap it, the best of the best. Beterbiev and Bivol too lived up to all the pre-fight hype and publicity. An excellent fight. Now, I, of course, was picking Beterbiev and sort of slightly maybe cheering on Beterbiev. Like me, he's an adopted Canadian. And I actually scored it 7-5 for Bivol. I was talking with Andy at Andy's Cavern. We were swapping notes. He thought it was a slight edge to Beterbiev, and I thought it was a slight edge to Bivol. Honestly, even though I lost money, I'm happy with the results, because I do think in this case the best man won. I would not have been complaining if it had been, slightly the other way. Of course, I mean, it was so close. A draw would have been fine. Again, like the first fight, such a great display. I didn't think that either fellow stylistically changed, though strategy was a little different. I thought that Bivol, started well. Then I thought, as the fight was maturing, that Beterbiev was. I thought potentially Beterbiev was going to be able to stop Bivol, and then the fight seemed to swing back the other way. It was around round 8 or 9, I was thinking, well, is Beterbiev going to be able to stop him here? There were times, where at no point did I think Beterbiev was going to be stopped, but there were times I thought that maybe he might be able to stop Bivol, and then Bivol would just sort of, find a different gear, and it was just a great fight. I mean, there were swing rounds in this. I scored it 7-5 to Bivol, but I've got question marks against some of the rounds, because I couldn't really. I couldn't have argued if somebody said, "Oh no, Bob, you've got that round the wrong way round." Okay. I mean, yeah. But an excellent display of boxing, an excellent display of technique, an excellent display of fistic fighting. I mean, it wasn't sort of a highly technical chess match that you're looking back and saying, oh well, I'm hoping there's a bit of action here. There was a lot of action. There was bits of everything, and there were movements where Bivol sort of moved under, turned around, and was fighting back, and it was just really exciting. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I as you know, if you watch this channel, I do not watch boxing matches with the eye of a technical expert. I watch a boxing match with the eye of a been watching it since I was a little kid, right? So I don't know what you describe me as, a very keen fan. I'm more than a casual, but I'm not a technical expert. There are people who could run rings around me and say, oh well, you missed that shot, and that power shot counted, and this sort of stuff, right? And I just know what I like to see, if that makes sense. So like I say, in my view, even though I lost money, the right man won, and it topped what I thought was an excellent card. From the get-go, we had a real, stellar fight with Boatsi and Smith. We've had young Josh Padley going out on his shield, showing a great deal of pluck and guts. I think, I felt disappointed, I suppose, with Hamza Shiraz, though I understand that he's now claiming that he's busted up his hand, which, again, but it was still, it was a good fight, right? I didn't like the decision, but I enjoyed what I was watching, if that makes sense. And of course, we had the tremendous knockout by Ajit Kabayel, who got off the canvas to drop Big Bang Zhang, and of course we had Parker beating Bacoli. I really, really, really hope that everybody remembers that Bacoli got off the couch to make this fight, right? So I've said it before. It's worth saying again because people will forget. And we're in a sport where narratives are manufactured. So, but getting back to this main event, Beterbiev and Bivol. Bivol is now the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. It's 1-1. This now, of course, like any 1-1 tie, there should be a rubber match, a trilogy. I mean, we've seen some great trilogies, over the years, and I do not mean Fury and Chisora or Fury and Wilder. Well, Fury Wilder, actually, there were some two damn good fights there for sure. But no, I mean, everybody needs a dance partner, and Beterbiev and Bivol are excellent dance partners for each other. And just like Ali Frazier, I think that there is a strong argument to be made for a rubber match, which will, settle it once and for all. The only caveat I've got about a rubber match is, will we be able to see a peak or prime Beterbiev one more time? I made some notes as I was watching the fight. My notes were like, chicken scratch. I was actually writing with my left hand. The dog was bothering me with right, and I wrote, tired. There were times where, of course, you're supposed to be tired, right? But there were times I thought that Beterbiev was beginning to look his age. Again, I'm not being critical. It's just my eye. Remember, this is my guy, right? I'm sort of cheering him on. But he's 40 years old. There's a lot of miles on the clock throughout his boxing career. This is both these fighters have been fighting since they were children, right? And as we all know, 40 is not 30. I mean, we don't notice it as we grow older, and then actually we do. I mean, I used to be an athlete, believe it or not. I know it's laughable now, right? But when I was 40, I noticed that there was a drop-off, right? And these are elite athletes. So will we be able to see one more version of Beterbiev that's prime Beterbiev? Bivol, of course, is 6 years younger. So Bivol is also, not getting younger, but if the fight should take place in, let's say for argument's sake, a year, we would still have a good chance of seeing a prime Bivol. But hopefully we can see a prime Beterbiev. Both guys are, of course, these are not fellows who, to the best of my knowledge, are, nipping down to the pub and hounding ales and living off pizza and burgers. These guys, like Alexander Usyk and some others, these are fellows who stay in shape. But as the years roll by, we do run into that issue of, are we going to see a faded version of a fighter? So with that caveat in place, nevertheless, I would like to see a trilogy, and I'd like to see it happen sort of sooner rather than later. Now, of course, both fighters are needing a rest. I'm not suggesting that they get back into the ring like in the old days in, 12 weeks you're back in. But I would hope that it wouldn't be too long. So I'm sure that Turki Al Sheikh can put something together. He seems to be the man of the moment. But yes, it was an exceptional day of boxing. I've been thoroughly. It was worth the money that I paid to watch it on pay-per-view. I hope that you all enjoyed watching it wherever in the world you are. I think if you're in Britain, it's probably 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. So probably most of the Brits are, calling it a night now. Whereas for me, I've got to go out and do the horses and pretend to have actually done something all day. But it's 5 o'clock in the evening here. great time to wrap it all up. And join me and Andy on Andy's Cavern tomorrow. We spoke this morning. We're going to try and put something together tomorrow if the technology works. And it'll be hosted, I hope, on Andy's channel, since he's got technical assistance by way of having younger family members around. So join us tomorrow. It should be a fun chat between the two of us. Thank you very, very much for watching my videos today and for watching the channel generally. Please like if you do like. Please subscribe if you've not done so already. And if you have done so, I thank you once again from the bottom of my heart, and have a great night or a great day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.